our great dreidel lights on our ceiling. We love Hanukkah, and it's so nice to welcome the 7th night of Hanukkah with all of you. So tonight we're going to start off with some fun Hanukkah singing. We have two guests. We have Rabbi Daniel, and we have a CRC favorite, Annie. So we are going to sing some Hanukkah songs together. So happy Hanukkah, and here we go.
Happy Hanukkah, everyone. Okay, this is the time of year when I relearn all of the Hanukkah songs that I know. So we'll see how well I've relearned them this year. We've got friends here to hopefully sing along. Can everyone see this? Is this coming through? Ma'oz Tzur, right? Like the classic Hanukkah melody. This is the song. But the words in English are actually totally unrelated to the words in Hebrew. I forgot to click the use original sound button. Rabbi Randy would be disappointed in me. There we go. The words have nothing to do in English with actually the meaning in Hebrew. I forget the story. Rabbi Kylan, do you remember the story? Have you learned this in rabbinical school? It has to do with some sort of translation that became the words that people in English learned for some reason. So we will sing the English even though they're not, well, we'll sing the English also. Ma'otzu Yeshuati Lechana Elishabeach Tikon Betefilati Visham Torah Nizabeach Le'etachin Matbeach Mitzaram Nabeach Azegmo B'Shem Mizmor Chanukah Mizbeach Azegmo B'Shem Mizmor Chanukah Mizbeach Rock of Ages, let a song praise thy saving power. Thou amidst the raging foes wast our sheltering tower. Furiously they sailed us, but thine arm availed us, and thy word broke thy sword when our own strength failed us, and thy word broke thy sword when our own strength failed us. Kylan, you're married to a cantor. We should have had Shani come and sing. She would have, yeah. Is she there? She probably is. Can we guilt her into it? I see you placed yourself on mute. I think that's good.
She said sure.
Hey!
So why not? Although her guitar is not here.
Yeah, there's no guitar. It would
That's
be just
okay.
singing.
Kylan, will you introduce this person next to you for those who...
Why not? I'm Kylan Cohen. For those of you who don't know me, I've been floating around CRC since this summer, currently teaching 8th grade and doing a couple other things. And this is my wife. She's a cantorial student. We're both 5th years at HEC. And so she does the music, so I don't have to.
What are we doing? Are we singing whatever we want? So
You totally do whatever you want. We're glad that you're here.
We're just celebrating Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Celebrating Hanukkah together.
What about that Lakerish song?
Oh yeah, okay. At the same time, the congregation that I'm working at in Brooklyn tonight is doing a variety show, but it's pre-recorded, so I don't actually have to be there. And this is one of the songs, and it goes with like a Zoom dance. So I'm just gonna do both parts. Right? All right, you start with clapping. Banu hoshech legaresh, yadenu or ba'esh, kol echad hu or katan, ve'kulanu or eitan, Surah Hoshech Halashor, Surah Mipnei Haor, Surah Hoshech Halashor, Surah Mipnei Haor.
And what does that mean?
That one is all about how we're gonna push away the darkness and bring in the light. Everyone is a little light, or katan, and together we make one bigger light.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you both were able to join us for Hanukkah this evening. If you haven't met Rabbi Kylan or her wife, but you probably had more of a chance to meet, or Shani, Cantor Shani. But if you probably have more of a chance to meet Rabbi Kylan. She's amazing. She'll be around through the spring, so you should certainly make an effort to reach out and meet her. Kylan?
We could talk about what I think is a really important thing about Hanukkah, particularly this year, is that the first Hanukkah was probably actually Sukkot. So the Jewish people were at war and they weren't in control of their land and they weren't allowed to be themselves in their land. So naturally Sukkot came along and they didn't have access to the temple. They didn't have what they needed to make the holiday and they were fighting a war. So when the Maccabees finally won the war, the first thing they did, we know, is rededicate the temple, but they rededicated it to celebrate Sukkot there. And in a year where we have had to topsy-turvy, switch, move, reinterpret every holiday, festival, class, work that we do, I think that knowing our tradition has built in this adaptability is one of the amazing ways Judaism can bring light to us in this time. So happy Sukkot, part 2, everyone.
Happy Sukkotica.
I love a good redo. So thank you, Kylan, Rabbi Kylan, for that wonderful teaching. And now we have some more singing to do.
So we have a long custom in our house of when we sing the dreidel song or the Hebrew dreidel song, Sivivon, that the kids spin around faster and faster as we sing the song faster and faster. You can totally say whatever you want. Go for it.
Sivivon in English is dreidel, and so is English and spin. So in English it's actually dreidel spin.
Well done, kid. Okay, Noah, you ready to do some spinning?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Sivivon, sof, sof, sof. Hanukkah hu chag tov. Hanukkah hu chag tov. Sivivon, sof, sof, sof. Chag simcha hu le'am. Nes gadol haya sham. Nes gadol haya sham. Chag simcha hu le'am. Sivivon, sof, sof, sof. Hanukkah hu chag tov. Hanukkah hu chag tov. Sivivon, sof, sof, sof. Chag simcha hu le'am. Nes gadol haya sham. Nes gadol haya sham. Chag simcha hu le'am. Sivivon, sof, sof, sof. Hanukkah hu chag tov. Hanukkah hu chag tov. Sivivon, sof, sof, sof. Chag simcha hu le'am. Nes gadol haya sham. Nes gadol haya sham. Chag simcha hu le'am. And like any good dreidel song, it ends with the dreidels falling over.
I actually fell over from dizziness. I didn't fall over on accident.
Okay. Rabbi Daniel, should I pass it? So I know people really like these Hanukkah glasses, so I thought I'd wear them one last time for all of you as I spotlight Annie for a Hanukkah favorite.
Hi, everyone. Happy Hanukkah, Chag Sameach. I have the song 5 Little Latkes. I can't, Rabbi Daniel. Sorry, I'm not connected. All right. So, often we're sitting cooking our latkes, and sometimes some silly things happen, like this time. There were 5 little latkes sizzling in my pan. One jumped out, said, "Catch me if you can." And he ran all around my kitchen floor. And when I turned around, he ran right out the door. Then there were 4 little latkes sizzling in my pan. One jumped out, cried, "Catch me if you can." And it ran all around my kitchen floor. And when I turned around, he ran right out the door. Then there were 3 little latkes sizzling in my pan. One jumped out and cried, "Catch me if you can." And he ran all around my kitchen floor. And when I turned around, he ran right out the door. Then there were 2 little latkes sizzling in my pan. One jumped out and cried, "Catch me if you can." And it ran all around my kitchen floor. And when I turned around, it ran right out the door. Now there was 1 little latke sizzling in my pan. He jumped out and cried, "Catch me if you can." And it ran all around my kitchen floor. And when I turned around, he ran right out the door.
Andy?
Oh, we're still, that was so fun.
Wait, Andy, can I tell you something? Every time I would jump out of my chair and run around, then go right out the door.
That did happen.
I would like this, run around, and then go right out the
Very
door.
silly. Very silly.
So thank you, Annie, for that fun Hanukkah song that I know all of the CRC kids love. And now we're going to go back to Rabbi Daniel.
So I thought I would play one of my favorite Debbie Friedman songs. It's like one of her wonderful, absurd Debbie Friedman songs. I Am a Latke. It's my favorite. It maybe is my favorite Hanukkah song. Rabbi Kylan is cheering right now. I have a Debbie Friedman story. The first time that I met her of a blessed memory was at Havana Shira. I think I was all of 17 years old. And when I went up to talk to her afterwards, kind of awestruck that I was meeting Debbie Friedman, she looked at me and she said, you know Rabbi Susan, so you get it. So she loved our Rabbi Susan, and I know Rabbi Susan loved her. And so anyways, one of Debbie's songs, one of my favorites of hers, I Am a Latke. Should I put the lyrics up so everyone can see it?
I am a latke.
I am a latke. Okay, we'll see if I remember this. I am so mixed up that I cannot tell you. I'm sitting in this blender turning brown. I've made friends with the onions and the flour, and the cook is scouting oil on the town. I sit here wondering what will come of me. I can't be eaten looking as I do. I need someone to take me out and cook me, or I'll end up in a royal stew. I am a latke, I am a latke, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I am a latke, I am a latke, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. Hold on, let me move the camera down so we can see you, Ezra. You gonna sing with me?
Yeah.
Okay, here's our words up there. Ready? Every day, every holiday. Every holiday has food so special. I'd like to have that same attention too. I do not want to spend life in this blender, wondering what I'm supposed to do. Matzah and charoset are for Pesach, chopped liver and challah for Shabbat. Blitzes on Shavuos are delicious, and gefilte fish, no holidays without. I like gefilte fish. Do you like gefilte fish?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know? I'd love gefilte fish. I am a laka, I am a laka, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I am a laka, I am a laka, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. Okay, last verse. You ready? It's important that I have an understanding of what it is that I'm supposed to do. You see, there are many who are homeless, with no jobs, no clues, and very little food. It's so important that we all remember that while we have most of the things we need, we must remember those who have so little. We must help them, we must be the ones to feed. I am a laka, I am a laka, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I am a laka, I am a laka, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come.
Yay.
That was fun. I like that one.
Oops. So, another great Hanukkah song. Although I'll tell you, the last time we talked about that song, my kid said, if you're a laka and you're going to be cooked, why would you be excited about Hanukkah? So I'm just going to leave you with that little bit of information as we go back to Annie. Sounds like our kid doesn't it, Daniel? For another Hanukkah song.
It's an honor to be eaten, and then you come back. It's
A good answer, right?
So this is another Debbie Friedman song. It's not known as well as some of the others, but the Shabbat school kids will probably recognize it. It's called Light the Menorah. Light the menorah, it's Hanukkah, it's Hanukkah. Light the menorah when Hanukkah is here. Light the menorah, say the blessings every night. Light the menorah when Hanukkah is here. Add a new candle every night. Light it for all to see. Sing special blessings and sweet songs. Now please sing along with me. Light the menorah, the candles burning for 8 nights. Light the menorah when Hanukkah is here. Light the menorah, it's Hanukkah, it's Hanukkah. Light the menorah when Hanukkah is here. Add a new candle every night. Light it for all to see. Sing special blessings and sweet songs. Now please sing along with me. Light the menorah, it's Hanukkah, it's Hanukkah. Light the menorah when Hanukkah is here. Light the menorah, say the blessings every night. Light the menorah when Hanukkah is here.
Annie,
Oh, love that, Annie. Hold
I
on.
probably wasn't here on the day that you did this on virtual.
But now you got to hear it. So it's all good. So thank
Yes.
you, Annie. And I'm going to pass it back to Rabbi Daniel. And if you don't have your Hanukkah ready with candles, tonight is night 7. So go get your Hanukkah and your candles and your matches or your lighter. And we'll light candles in just a moment together.
So one more Hanukkah song. You want to come in here and sing with me? You're just back and forth between the rooms, aren't you, kid?
Yes.
מושיע ופודה, ובימינו כל עם ישראל, יתאחד יקום ויגאל. Like candles, Rabbi Karen?
No, we have one request for Not by Might.
Oh, we can totally do Not by Might. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. I can't even help but imagine everyone clapping. Not by might and not by power, by spirit alone shall we all live in peace. Not by might and not by power, by spirit alone. We all live in peace. The children sing. Sing something. It says the children sing. You should sing.
I don't want to.
La 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 la. The children dream. Go to sleep. I said go to sleep.
I'm not going to sleep.
How many times do I have to ask you to go to sleep?
We haven't even done Hanukkah
Oh
yet.
my God. But their tears will fall, but we'll hear them call, and another song will rise. Another song will rise. Another song will rise. Oh, not by might and not by power, by spirit alone. Ruach shall we all live in peace. Oh, not by might and not by power, by spirit alone. Ruach shall we all live in peace. Not by might, not by power.
It was funny, Daddy, when you did la la la.
You thought that was funny?
Yeah.
I'm glad you thought that was funny.
So hopefully you have gotten your Hanukkahs ready. I'm going to ask Rabbi Daniel to come in here if he doesn't mind.
I'm back.
Oh, we know you're back. Thank you.
I just keep switching out.
We know. So we're going to join together in welcoming some light into this dark time of year. If you have your Hanukkah ready.
Hanukkah's always, this is what I was taught, at least. Kylan, maybe you'll tell me if this is real or not. I was always taught in rabbinical school, at least in Cincinnati, that Hanukkah's always the darkest week of the year.
Can I do that?
But no one else will see her. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
That if you think of not just the light of the sun, and of course we look outside and it's so clear that the sun sets at 4:45 or something right now, at least here in St. Louis. But that's not the only light that we have. It's also the light of the moon at night. And Hanukkah always happens over Rosh Chodesh, over the new month. And the new month is always the new moon in Judaism. So it's the week since Rosh Chodesh, since the new month, the new moon happens in the middle. It's a week of almost no moon at night either, right? If you go outside, you can see the moon just beginning to peek out again. And so that's why we add so much light during this time, because it is the time of the most darkness outside. And we know there's the moments we are most called to be bringers of light.
So as we join together in saying these blessings, think of a way you can bring light. This week, this month, something you can do to bring light to this dark time of year.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Hanukkah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Sha'asa nisim lavotenu v'imotenu bayamim hahem ba'azman hazel.
Oh, Poppy wanted to join Hanukkah.
Okay. Hi, come on in. Oh, Hanukkah,
Oh, Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sivivon to play with and lock us to. And while we are playing, our candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. And Noelle is here too.
I didn't know. We have one more candle.
One more night of Hanukkah, everyone. Happy Hanukkah. We are going to go off streaming, but if you want to join us on the Zoom link on the CRC website,
come hang out with us, centralreform.org.
And we're going to be playing some dreidel. So feel free to join us.